Welcome to Lamar Jackson's Play Career, episode 7. I've been saying the wrong episodes for a couple of weeks now. I remembered this time. I'm smart. I can count. Anyway, I say I'm smart. I obviously was pretty much the reason we lost that last game, so we're coming back with a vengeance this week. The defense did well for us. Myles Garrett won himself a Defensive Player of the Week. Let's make it worth it and beat the Colts. They're 2-10. Come on, we can't lose this game. We're still in the playoff hunt, technically 4 weeks left, and we're in the playoff hunt. I mean, we just have to win all of our games because we play the Bengals. As long as we win 4 games, we are into the playoffs, regardless of what else happens. It's pretty much that simple. It's not about tiebreakers with the Bengals, because if we win all 4 games, it means the Bengals can only win 3 games, and they just can't have as good a record as us. It's that easy. I say it's easy. It means we have to win 1 less game than we've won all season so far. But things are looking alright right now. We're going in the right direction. And let's get it against these Colts. So the goals this week are throw 2 touchdown passes and throw 4 200 passing yards. And now something I only just realized, genuinely only just realized, is that I am still able to change which playbook we use. So today we're going to try a bit of a different offensive scheme. It's, still in line with Hugh Jackson. He's just decided against these Colts, we're going to try and push the boat out a little bit, add a few more option looks and stuff to our offense and see how that goes. And if it doesn't go well, of course, we can return to the previous one. If it goes very well, we might just stick with it. So we start today with nothing new, just a plain old simple read option here. And Christian McCaffrey makes the most of it, picks up 6 yards first run of the day. Back to the ground game we go. And again to Christian McCaffrey, we hand off, and he picks himself up another 6 yards. 2 rushes in a row. All right, 3rd and 4. We're going to risk it here. And it was a good risk. No, it wasn't, because Duke Johnson Jr., what are you doing? So successful pass play means we can go back to the option. And at some point, I'd like to be able to take the ball, but come on, McCaffrey, that is good enough. And there's a flag there. I bet it's holding. So let's try that again, shall we? And Christian McCaffrey, another big hole. And there he goes. Christian McCaffrey has found his groove in these last few weeks. That was a nice run from him. And we're moving the ball well. Under pressure, had to get it out. It was an incompletion, so 3rd and 5 now. Looking at Barnage here. And Butler, but looking at Barnage. Looking at Barnage, and Barnage got a flag. That better be a late hit because we were on the ground. Because if we've lost a touchdown here, I'm going to be very angry. So back with the ball, and they have scored no points. Have got us on the 11-yard line though. Let's see what we get here. Give the ball to McCaffrey again. Picks up 2 yards. We'll take it right now. Okay, what have we got? We're looking basically here to the Barnage McCaffrey area, and McCaffrey takes it for the first down. We can give it to him on the ground. We can pass to him. He can do everything. And with that success, why not go back to him on a screen here? And there we go, we've got time to set it up. Nice blocking downfield and another first down. I reckon we could get along just fine today with just Barnage and McCaffrey. And there goes Barnage. And we are just moving the ball with ease. So we're looking down the barrel of a 3rd and 10 here. And possibly not coming away with anything from this drive until DeValve just cuts them wide open. It doesn't matter who's playing tight end. And an injury timeout, that wasn't for our team, gives us another chance here. It's a little bit sadistic way to look at it, but a chance is a chance, and a wide open player is a wide open player. Gary Barnage, the man. Let's take a timeout. At this point, we might be looking to complete the weekly target before the first half is even over. Let's see. There he is. There he is. We get it to him. A 2nd touchdown on the day for Gary Barnage. Again, Jackson got hit as he threw that one, but it was worth it for the touchdown. Wasn't roughing the passer either. He was within his 2 steps. Barnage makes a nice catch, and we are walking all over this Colts defense. Can Coleman beat his man is the question. This is what he's got to do. I don't know, but can Pryor beat his man? No. Yes, he can, but it came up, is intercepted. That's just unfortunate. It was in his hands, he caught it, and it flies up in the air for whatever reason. Cleveland physics, it's a different part of the world. Well, we get the ball back without consequence, so it's not too bad. Still annoyed that we have another interception on the stat sheet, though. And Coleman can have the ball there, and gets about 4 yards. I gotta say, I was impressed with... I don't know how that ball came out. That was voodoo magic. That was ridiculous. We have to see a replay. I'm telling you, it's those Cleveland physics. It's closer to the moon than anywhere else in the world, so it all is a bit different here. But we're going to look for Coleman here, because he can have a heck of a day too, you know. And Coleman goes in for our third touchdown of the day. This is as easy as it should have been. But, you know, sometimes we play teams with equally bad records and lose drastically. However, today, everything's going well. Coleman gets a touchdown. Let's see if we can get Pryor on the scoreboard too, because otherwise he's going to be pretty upset he's missing out. So the Colts scored another field goal. We're up 21-6. And we're getting roundabout to the stage where you start running out the clock. And so we start running the ball. So 2nd and 4, play action, and we're off to the races. Well, the defensive end was having none of it, and we fumble the ball because, well, Langford is actually that fast. It's a magical place. Come to Cleveland where your children can fly. So we're going to keep running the ball. We're going to keep giving it to McCaffrey, and he's going to keep shrugging people off and picking up first downs. What a run. We will keep giving you the ball if you keep running like that, Christian McCaffrey. Absolutely no problem. Have it again. And go again for another first down. More broken tackles. This is getting crazy. It's not actually that crazy, is it? Look, it's 12 for 87. If they're going to give us a chance to throw one up here, we'll take it. They're not really giving us the chance. Oh, look there. Take it, take it, take it. Keep it. Barnage, you are a legend today. And isn't that? Yeah, see what we can get here instead. Let's roll out. See what we can get here if we roll out. Absolutely nothing. Haha, we can get a touchdown. So a turnover gives us the ball back and a chance to basically just, you know, start stuffing the stat sheet here for McCaffrey. This is going to be, should be the final play of the game. No, definitely will be. They don't have any timeouts. Go McCaffrey, pick up some yards. It was like 2. You're the reason you don't have 100 rushing yards, McCaffrey, not us today. Still, it's a good day. I mean, you can't complain about 95. I don't know how many receiving yards everybody else had. It was a very good day for us. So, Jackson, 212 yards, 74% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, which was just... I mean, the thing is, the pass was into, like, a crowded area. However, Pryor caught it. It was in his hands. Then it flew up in the air and was intercepted. Can't blame Jackson for it. Can't really blame Pryor for it. Christian McCaffrey, 18 attempts, 95 yards. Could have been better, should have been better. But, you know, we do struggle at the end, actually, running out the clock. I think that's just me being a little bit silly with play calls and stuff. But he had a good day today. Gary Barnage, talking about good days. 9 receptions, 115 yards, 2 touchdowns. Corey Coleman, 5 for 46 and a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 4 for 32. And then a couple of yards from some other people. Jamie Collins in with a sack. Jabril Peppers in with a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in with a sack. Myles Garrett sharing half a sack with a man who has the same last name as his first name. 1 forced fumble by Christian Kirksey, who is now injured, which doesn't really make sense because we had 2 turnovers. Not entirely sure how that works. Unless one of the turnovers was like a turnover on 4th. I don't know if they count that as a turnover. So that is exactly the week we needed, exactly the momentum we needed going into this oh-so-vital game against the Bengals. So here we are tied, so the Bengals won their game as well. We win this one, and our next 2 games, we are in the playoffs. We lose this one, and then I don't know exactly how easy it'll be to make the playoffs because the Bengals would have to lose their 2 games even if we win our 2 games. Not likely to happen, so we need to beat them. That is pretty much our only option. We get to host them at home at least, in the wonderful Tomorrowland city of Cleveland, where anything can happen, where dreams come true, and where footballs float like balloons. It's a great place to host these Bengals. Let's go with the hot hand. We'll go back to the playbook we used in the last game against the Colts, against these Bengals, see how it works out. Let's go get this win, and let's go make playoffs a reality. Here we are, the biggest game of our season so far, and our goals are 60% completion of passes and no more than 2 turnovers. I'll see what I can do, boss, but you know how I like to turn the ball over. So it's going to be that kind of game. They went straight down, scored 7 points. I should have taken that to the left side, absolutely, but we pick up decent yards. So we're going to come out, you know, all guns a-blazing and hit him quick, hit him hard, and pick up some points. And DeValve is going to get straight to that. Can he beat everyone to the end zone? I don't think so. He is not that fast, but he might just be fast enough, and he is. It's going to be that kind of game today, where it's going to be points for points. Is our defense going to be able to hold on and stop them? But we're going to keep scoring points, I know that much. And DeValve, replacing Gary Barnage, comes in straight away with a huge touchdown. Very nice play from him. Managed to beat everyone for speed. That did surprise me. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves a defense. They hold on, and we're going to go and score some more points. Obviously, always trying to do that, but we're coming in with a different mindset this week. We're under some pressure, but Pryor is wide open, and Pryor is going to get us the first down with a spin move. That's one of the few times a spin move actually works. Usually it loses them yards. See, they'll never expect this. We never run the ball with Duke Johnson. And there he goes and picks up 9 yards. Nobody expected that. And now we go back to that same play DeValve just scored his touchdown on. A play I really like. We don't have to go to it though. McCaffrey, catch a ball. McCaffrey was there. He's mad at himself. Let's see what we get out of this one. Everybody's crossing everywhere. We find our man Butler for the first down. Butler turning into a guy we can trust. Surprises me because I'm very fickle, but he's doing it. Now back to that play again. I really like this play on the flag route, corner route, call it what you want route with DeValve. A little bit overpowered in Madden, I would say. And we go in for our second touchdown with DeValve, doing a wonderful job right now of replacing Gary Barnage. I told you it's going to be that type of game. We're holding our end of the bargain, and our defense is stopping the Bengals holding theirs. Who'd expect the run with Duke Johnson Jr.? They would. I should have kept it. But Duke Johnson, no! What are you doing? The guy's mad! He just went parallel with the line of scrimmage. You never do that. Looking at Coleman, looking at Pryor. Which one of you guys is going to get open? It's going to be Coleman. Beat the man to the corner, Coleman. Flipping heck. That guy has got the strongest right arm in humanity. So, of course, there we got held to just 3 points, which is a bit of a shame. But the Bengals got no points, so we're alright. We're alright. We get the ball out to McCaffrey as well, who has perfect blocking downfield. Doesn't get any further than that, though, but that was a nice pickup by McCaffrey. Doing some more normal formation runs because we are just that crazy. And, well, McCaffrey fumbled. Maybe it's a bracing for hitters thing, I don't know, but obviously it's a bit annoying that he fumbles that often. But look, he can do this as well. Oh, don't go all the way now, Christian. Don't go all the way now. Oh, he doesn't. Okay, I actually was doing that as like reverse psychology. You were supposed to go all the way. So we enter the second half, obviously 17-13. McCaffrey wasn't quite able to seal the deal there. We do, however, have Duke Johnson Jr. on the field, which isn't good because McCaffrey's our kick returner, and it might mean that he's injured. And if we're stuck with that level of running, we're really in a lot of trouble. And we're now only 1 point ahead because we couldn't do anything on that drive. And McCaffrey is back. Everything is okay. Let's see if Coleman can beat his guy. No, he can't. No, he can't, but there's a big hole here in the middle. No, I saw somebody open. I saw somebody. Oh, I'm glad we got away with that one. I thought it was Pryor that got free. It was somebody else. All right, boys, let's get something here. Yeah, it's got to roll out to the left. It's got to roll out to the left. How big can this touchdown be? We get in for the touchdown. A huge rush. 34-yard rushing touchdown. That is it for the longest of the season so far. You never know. That was nice. Completely opened up. Good blocking downfield by the receivers is what really gave us the chance to take it in. I told you it's going to be this kind of game. It's not the play I would have called myself, coach, but you're the coach. That usually goes a lot worse. And Pastor is just heaving himself up by forcing his hands into my chest. We'll take it because usually that is caught by that guy there. Dunlap would have caught that and taken it for a touchdown. Defense seriously doing its thing. We've got the ball on the 49-yard line. We're already in their half. What else do we need to do? Well, McCaffrey can pick up. Flipping it. If that was a face mask, I'm surprised if McCaffrey will ever walk again. Jeez, that was brutal. He's going to have to walk backwards. You've literally turned his head around. Ready for some revenge action. And look at that. That's what you get. You don't pull his face mask because he'll gash you for I don't know how many yards, but he's over 100 today. Here we go, Coleman. This is all on you, Coleman. This is all on you. And you stood up to the moment. And you get us to the 1-yard line. First and goal on the 1. This is an odd one and something I wouldn't usually run. And something I now wish I hadn't ran. Well, I can run it into the end zone. Never mind. Doesn't matter what we run because I can run. And we get the ball in ridiculous field position. Our defense is insane. We're already up 31-16. They put us here. So at the very least, of course, we can, assume we'll score a field goal. But we can also do this. Perfect blocking by Butler. We just scored our 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. And it was all thanks to smart blocking by Butler. Look, he picked up the one man that probably could have got to us. The other guy was there too late. And we get the ball at the 36-yard line. Defense turning the ball over again. And we're in run the clock out mode now, but we're that close to the end zone. We're in probably scoring some more points mode. Christian McCaffrey, 14 attempts, 112 yards, 8 yards per carry. It's his day. It's everybody's day. Okay, let's see how this goes. This play can go one of two ways. And because I don't know exactly how it works, but Butler in for the touchdown, punishing the Bengals for beating us earlier in the season. This is our division now. We are taking it, and we are going perhaps to the playoffs if we can win our last 2 games. I mean, 3rd and 7 we can still pick up anyway, and it really doesn't matter because, what are they going to do with 38 seconds? Should have, however, get out of here, Dunlap. You are not that fast. And there we have it. Destiny in our own hands, 45-16. I mean, that game really... that score is completely carried by our defense playing ridiculously, but we also didn't do too badly. That's how easy it was. We started playing our defensive end at quarterback at some point, apparently. Only 15 attempts today, 60% completion percentage. Did they want 60 or 70? I think they wanted 60. We did our objective then in that case. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. 1 turnover, that was a little bit silly from a fumble. It wasn't a turnover, it was just a fumble. We did it. 143.8 passer rating. Christian McCaffrey, 17 attempts, 123 yards, 7.2 yards per carry. No touchdowns, 1 fumble. We went for 115 yards, didn't even realize. 3 touchdowns. There is no way we are not Offensive Player of the Week with 6 touchdowns, 115 rushing yards. Receiving, DeValve really was eating up yards on not very many passes. 1 sack today by Myles Garrett, an interception by Joe Hayden, and an interception by Jabril Peppers. All around, great effort by the team today. Incredible. Almost went 200-100, however, we didn't get the 200 yards passing. A little bit annoyed by that, but I'm pretty sure we have Offensive Player of the Week and we can take that to the bank. We achieved our weekly goals. We didn't turn the ball over more than twice. However, you have to turn the ball over at least once for that thing to even activate itself, so we don't get it. But we did okay. We did okay today. So another big game, but they come to us. Oh, I can see down there we've won Offensive Player of the Week, but the Steelers come to us next week. The last 2 games of the season against the Steelers, against the Falcons, who have been playing very well. It's going to be big how the Bengals do. That's going to be a big deciding factor. After our last few performances, Lamar Jackson has really climbed up the board here for MVP voting, 4th right now. He's also 3rd for Offensive Player of the Year. He wasn't on these boards to begin with. Of course, we are favourites for Offensive Rookie of the Year, but we were here to look at this. Offensive Player of the Week, 9 of 15, 192 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns. We did take 2 sacks. 115 rushing yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. 1 fumble, which we didn't lose, so that's alright by my book. Lamar Jackson was on fire this week. But anyway, that is it for this one. I'm really happy with how that went. Of course I'm happy, because 1, we won both games, and 2, I didn't lose us one of those games, and I will take that every single week. And let's see if we can close off this season and get ourselves into the playoffs next week.